a common tactic that we're seeing being used by politicians and regular people as well is the idea that the issues we're seeing in Ireland, the cost of living crisis, inflation, all that stuff, the issues with availing of medical services, the rise in criminality, the rise in murders, the rise in violent crimes, and the issues with homes, right? The issues with housing. We're told that the importation of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people, new, fresh people into this country, that has no bearing on any of these issues. Instead, what the issue is, according to most of these people, is the government, okay? It's an either or with them. It can't be both, right? So what they're offering you up there is their conclusion. They're not offering you up evidence or inquiry or any sort of detective work, right? They're offering you up their conclusion. And their conclusion is that if we get in power, these things will go away. And anybody knows, with a bit of lick of common sense, knows that just changing the political parties in power will not deal with the contributing factors and the contributing evidence, which is coming from different sources than the government. All right? So provided that those parties that get into power or retain power are continuing the influx of people into this country, then you're going to see a continuation of these issues in the country, right? So what is telling about this is when people speak like this and offer you up a this or that, a black or white logical fallacy, right? It can only be one thing, it can't be both. Or the source of problems is only one. There's only one source of problems, and anything else outside of that, we need not speak about that because we need to only focus on the one thing, right? This is a residual effect from a monotheism, right? Where there's only one thing at the pinnacle. There's only one God worth looking at and investigating and honoring, right? And when you bring that down into the material, practical world, you're left with the same sort of thinking, right? That there can only be one reason for this thing, instead of looking at it pluralistically, right? Pater being pluralistic republic and stuff, but in terms of how we look at things, that there's many different things that are contributing to the same issue, right? It needn't be a this or that thing. So what these people are offering you up is their conclusion, and they're denying reality. They're trying to get you to exclude certain contributing factors to these issues for the sake of empowering them to get into power, when they have absolutely no intention of eliminating these contributing factors to the rising issues that you're seeing in Ireland, right? So a denial of reality follows from a person's belief, and their belief is that they will get everything perfect if you just put them into power, right? And they're trying to get you to deny reality to yourself by not allowing or not encouraging an in-depth conversation about the other contributing factors and the other blatant, obvious evidence that are going along towards causing these issues in Ireland, right? So these people are insane by definition. Their denial of and refusal to engage with reality renders them insane, and also very, very detrimental to your life, everyday life in this country, as we're seeing nearly daily. Kids are being killed, people are being attacked, people are homeless, people are dying. Horrible things in this country, and you're paying for it all. And these people want you to not talk about these issues. They only want you to focus on government.